to say, yes, this is an issue, basically. The area damage from the Shield of Fury, it doesn't scale with the Shield of Fury. For posterity is just the single Heaven's Fury, no Fate of the Fell, with Shield of Fury. 50% area damage. We do have crit and crit hit damage here though, so jumping ahead. So there, area damage of 17 million. 30... 18 million there. 25 million. There's 20 million. See, it's up to 400 now. 200 to 400 million. The main attack, that is. Area damage. Still 35 million. $17 million. $50 million. $24 million across the board, area damage proc. So let's skip ahead. Let's get not completely to the end here, but so our main hits are now in the 800 million, 600 to 800 million range. Here's a 16 million area damage proc. Yeah, it's not scaling. Here's 25 million. That's so sad. There's 50 million. So there's still some variance with the area damage proc value because of the weapon damage range, I'm assuming. But $35 million area damage proc. That's so sad. Okay, so it doesn't work. I guess we don't need to test with Fate of the Foul and area damage, because if it's not working here, it's definitely not going to work with Fate of the Foul and Shield of Fury. There's the area damage. Area damage came after the hit. 17.5 million. Here's a 21 million versus, 983, 11. Yeah, it's just so sad to me. Here's the 16 million proc area damage. So it does not scale with the Shield of Fury. Crazy. Okay, well, that's that. Basically, the Heaven's Fury does proc area damage, and the side bolts, we also confirmed that the side attacks from the Fate of the Fell, those proc area damage as well. We went on to remove Fate of the Fell and test Shield of Fury, so the stacking effect from Shield of Fury should increase the damage as we hit enemies. And our expectation was that the damage here from the area damage would scale with the damage that we're dealing with enemies with Shield of Fury. So if we started out in our test with doing like 36 million main damage, the area damage proc being 16 million would make sense. But as it scaled up, and the main damage from our Heavens of Fury increased due to the Shield of Fury stacks closer to 700 or 900 million, we would expect area damage procs of like 400, 300 or 400 million at that point. But we were still seeing low values of like, 16, 30, maybe 50 million at most from the area damage. So that, in my mind, this is a quick test. It's not like I didn't like lock down the gear hard and test, with the same strength values and the exact same crit hit damage values for every test, but I got really close, and I feel like that's enough for me to say, yes, this is an issue, basically. The area damage from the Shield of Fury, it doesn't scale with the Shield of Fury. 100%, that's 600% in a multiplier, which is times 7 multiplier, right? So that's pretty big still. That's still pretty big amount of damage to be missing out. So if you were to equip area damage, you would be missing out on a lot of damage since it doesn't work. So I guess we can adjust our build and remove area damage, because yes, it's useful, but missing out on a times 7 multiplier from that commitment is probably not worth going after.